will fight with honor.
Alright, we're facing another paladin here. We don't want the heal bot, and since there's no coin, we'll put this agent back. I'll keep the backstab here. The backstab is going to be good against like a mini bot or like a knife juggler. And this Dark Iron Skulker is always good against Paladin, almost always good. Most Paladins are going to, you know, fill up the board with a bunch of creatures, so having a way to stop that from happening is nice. I'm actually going to wait on the backstab here. The reason for that is that next turn, and I'm not going to attack right now either. Well, do we attack? Yeah, actually, I do think we do attack. But the reason to wait here on the backstab is that we're hoping the opponent plays another creature next turn, like mini-bot would be the best thing to see here. Yes! So this is going to be pretty sick. We're going to clear the opponent's board, refill our life, and have a guy out. So the reason we did not backstab is because we're going to hit this guy, and then we're going to backstab it to kill him, and then we've enabled combo for this. So we go to 29, and we have a full... Or we don't have a full board, but we do have a board compared to our opponent's, like, nothing. So that's a pretty good tempo play. Next turn, we'll just Cold Light and Shadow Step it, unless we need to do something different. Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, this play doesn't change. We're just going to play the Cold Light and play the Shadow Step on it. And not replay it because we want to be able to use the gang up. I don't think we want the Finley. Although it seems like a waste not to use our 1 mana. What power do we want? Like, against a Paladin, we really... It's nice to have the dagger because they make so many guys. And this seems like a more traditional Paladin deck. Huh. What power would we take over a dagger here? Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. I don't think we want the Finley right now. We give up a little bit of like tempo by not playing it, but the Finley doesn't affect the board too much, and I think our power is better at affecting the board than the Finley is. Although if we had played the Finley and he didn't kill it with his weapon, we would be able to take out his mini-bot. This seems like it might be a good spot for the Dark Iron Skulker, but I think we can wait. It would be good to kill... It would be good to kill the Knife Juggler. But we might just play Cold Light here and gang up on it. That'll let us power this turn also. The opponent has 7 cards in hand. Yeah, and we'd rather use the power than play one of our other cards. We could like play the Jeweled Scarab there if we wanted to, but it doesn't accomplish a whole lot. The Jeweled Scarab is very much a filler card for this deck, although filler is something the deck needs. And we get his weapon with that, so that's pretty good. I think now we're happy with Dark Iron Skulker. We could Dark Iron Skulker and Finley this turn. And if we're going to do that, I think we just Finley first so we can see what we get in case that changes our plan. I could see heal being good here. I don't think we need the steady shot because we're not going to be under a lot of pressure, so we don't need to apply pressure to the opponent. And We could take the reinforce and just like counter his power with us using his power against him. So it's between the reinforce and the lesser heal. I think since we've got Deathlord ready to go, the heal might be something useful for us. This can keep us alive a little longer too. And it doesn't look like we're going to run out of cards to play. So we may not even end up using this power at all. I would expect the opponent to send his Lotheb into our 4-3, but he may do something different. They may want to just go face at this point. I don't know. That would force us to make the trade on our turn. I wouldn't be surprised by them going face, but I don't think it's the best thing to do. So there's the face. That's fine. We'll probably just sap this Sludge Belcher. We don't mind having a Sludge Belcher in their hand. Another option we've got is like we could eviscerate it, but then we don't have a good way to get through his. It doesn't give us a good way to get through the thing that this leaves behind. We are going to sap a Sludge Belcher for sure. We could eviscerate the Lotheb here. That'd be something. If we eviscerate that, we're probably playing Deathlord along with it, which I guess that's fine. This lets us start pressuring our opponent, which is nice because we don't have any like card drawing in hand. And I don't think we're going to Shadow Step right now. The Shadow Step we might end up using on our heal bot, but we are hoping to save it for Cold Light Oracle. They've got 15 to our 19, so we're up by 4 cards in the deck. Up by 3 cards on our turn. So let's see. We need to get through that. We're probably going to heal our Deathlord this turn. We're probably going to end up attacking this 4-3. So we'll break the shield. We'll hit and hit. It leaves this guy behind so we can kill that. We'll heal up our Deathlord, and I think we'll just play the heal bot. We have the option there of playing either the heal bot or playing the Jeweled Scarab and whatever the Jeweled Scarab gives us, but I think the heal bot impacts the board more because we know what we're getting there. The 3-drop we get from the Jeweled Scarab could just be irrelevant and not something we want to play this turn. So this lets him kill our Deathlord, but that's fine. We get to keep the heal bot around, and we can Shadow Step it if we're not doing much this turn. Oh, there's a Dr. Boom, huh? Okay. That's a little bit frightening.
Well played.
But at least we don't have to deal with the boom bots right now. So we do need to draw something here. We need our draw and our Jeweled Scarab to give us a way to deal with that boom. Let's see. We can do 5 to it with the Agent. Or we could just burgle. I think we're just going to burgle here and play Deathlord. We're just looking for random answers. Oh, equality, huh? Equality seems okay here. It's a shame we don't have the dagger to go with it. Can we get a better use of equality later? Huh. We do have many options here. It would also be nice to save this, but I think we're going to have to trade it in. And we can heal. I guess we could Shadow Step this and look for another card. I think that's fine. We're not like probably Shadow Stepping anything else. Do we have time for? No, we don't have time this turn. I should have done that a little bit faster, and I didn't want to play the Jeweled Scarab there with only a couple seconds left because I didn't know if I'd have time to get the choice in, and I didn't want to just have to take a random one of the cards. So we can sap his Sludge Belcher again. Sap is pretty nice against this because it like kind of clogs up their hand. We'll see what we get from the Scarab first. Hopefully, Cold Light Oracle. Well, none of these are Cold Light Oracle. Beneath the Grounds is interesting because we are going to be like going through the opponent's deck pretty fast if everything is going right. So yeah, we'll take that. That's fine. And I think we want to play it here. We're going to play it. And we're going to sap something, right? We're going to sap this guy, I believe. We could also, we could sap and Deathlord and we could heal this turn. Yeah, I think that's pretty good because it lets us use our power. This Dragon Consort is really not the kind of thing we're trying to play in this deck. Yeah. I mean, we just don't really have that much use for the big creatures because if everything is working out for us, we want to just like keep the opponent's board empty and we don't need to bother with hitting them. But we'll play it. We'll play it. Or this turn, it looks like we have to because we're about out of like things to give us more options. That's a nice one to pull out of the deck too. A lot of paladins only run one of these, so Cold Light, good. If we can draw into a Vanish, that would be great. Well, that's not Vanish. We're at 19. They've got 9, 10, 12, 14, 15 that they can do to us. They probably don't have another Quartermaster in hand, but it looks like we would be dead if they do have another Quartermaster in hand. We'll see what the Scarab has for us. Not a lot. I guess the Sapper's pretty big, but we'll take the Agent so it can kill his 3/2 here.
This guy's toast.
These preparations are an unfortunate necessity in this deck because like it sucks in this sort of situation because it's like we've got 2 preparations in our hand that do nothing unless we draw a Vanish, and we don't have a Vanish, so they do nothing. They don't work with any other cards, but you need them for the Vanish so that you can play it for 3 mana. Like sometimes you'll use Preparation into Eviscerate, but that is uncommon. So we really need to draw something this turn. But it does suck when you like end up with a bunch of these kinds of things like stuck in your hand. But that's one of the unfortunate things about playing this sort of a deck, I suppose. So are we just dead? We've got 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14, and not much we can do. We can go to 14. The opponent might attack our 3/5 if they're not paying that much attention. I expect we're just dead, but we'll since they've got exactly 14, if they accidentally, don't count, then we might get another turn. Looks like it's not. They counted up their damage, which is good. So yeah, that sucked, but these preparations can be a little bit treacherous sometimes.